see what the delay is. Test, 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 test. Okay, that's tight. I don't think that was in the right way. Okay. Where you at, Mo? Here on men's basketball. Okay, it's 110. That's all.
Hello, this is Mo.
Hey Mo, it's Kevin.
Hey Kevin, I just sent you an email. I accepted the invite. It's saying that the live room has not started, closed, or the guest limit has been reached.
Huh, that's weird. All right. Let me send you
This is my first time using the YOLO live. I'm usually just using Zoom.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
Yes.
This is something. It usually once we get it going, it'll be easy. So let me try to email you back a new link right now, and see if you can click that. And if you have any problem, just call me right back.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. See you.
Thanks.
Do, 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 do.
Hey, Kevin.
All right, we're getting somewhere. Now let me see if I can get your audio. I don't have any audio. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
Yep, I can hear
Okay, you can hear me. I can't hear you. Let me put on my headset. See. Go ahead, say something.
How's it going, Kevin?
Got you. All right, perfect. Yeah, this new technology, man. Perfect. That's a good background, actually.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to start recording. Boom. And all of this can be edited because it'll go on our show tomorrow. We do taping in the studio at noon till 4. So before then, I'm going to chop this up a little bit.
Cool.
Cool. All right, let's get going. I got 5 questions for you. And since, like I told you on my phone call, this is my first time doing this way as well. So we're both learning.
Yep.
So I'm going to put us on a side-by-side view. And why don't I see both of us? Hang on, let me hook that up. Boom. I'm hitting so many buttons. Let's see.
Looks like there's a lot of options with this app.
It is. This is the system that I can do play-by-play live streaming anywhere.
Okay.
So let's see if I can change the video source. Let's do this. Get rid of that one. Done. And then let's go side by side. And here, number one. And why do they have me on USB? Don't worry about that. We'll just go back and forth. All right, so you ready to get going?
Ready when you are.
Okay, how much time do you have?
I'm in no rush.
Okay, perfect. I
Nothing-
only had
Yep.
5 questions for you. Let me get this thing out of my ear. Actually, that's the only way I can hear you, so I gotta keep this thing in here. Okay, here's the first question, Mo. Wow, you guys had a fantastic. I gotta take that out of my ear because I hear in a reverb. Okay, your team had a fantastic, historic run. Let's recap what you did this season. First off was your districts. And in the districts final, you met up with Pioneer, a team that you lost to twice this year by a total of 6 points. How'd you pull off that win?
You know, we were fortunate enough to have the game at our house. So it was a packed gym. And our players just wouldn't quit. You know, they figured out a way to win. We were down 7 points with about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Mac hit a tough step back 3-point shot. We got a couple offensive rebounds, hit another crucial 3-point shot. But I think what was really key is us getting stops down the stretch.
Your defense was outstanding, but a word that I think kind of talks about your entire team is resiliency. It seems like your team would never look at something and say we can't do that, and losing twice to Pioneer and then coming back and overcoming that in your home gym, I'm thinking that may have propelled you throughout the postseason.
I would agree 100%. Every postseason game had its challenges, and we had our opportunities for us to fold and make excuses. But like you use the word persevere. This is a very resilient group, and we were battle tested throughout the year, scheduling, having a tough schedule, and I think that also played in our favor. Um, Pioneers a really, really good team, well coached, great players. That wasn't going to be a easy team to beat. We knew both games in the regular season we had our chances to win those games, and we were very disappointed, obviously, with those results. So I knew you hear the old cliche: it's hard to beat a team 3 times. It was going to be hard to beat us on our home floor in the district championship. And hats off to them because for 31 minutes, they played great basketball. 30 minutes, they played great basketball, and it looked like they were going to beat us a third time. But our boys found a way. They didn't sit there and panic. They didn't sit there and quit. So um, hats off to them for staying the course, staying together, trusting each other, trusting our game plan, and finding a way for us to get the W in advance.
And really hats off to your entire team. When we came over for the CTN Sports Game of the Week, the senior night, you guys had, what 7 seniors this season?
We actually had 11 seniors.
Wow.
Yeah, they're going to be missed. They all contributed and added value. I would say most of them would be rotational players, some even starters on other teams that didn't play a lot of minutes for us. Especially as you get into your postseason, you're shortening your bench and your rotations. Um, yeah, I just we're gonna miss this group. 11 seniors. That's not something that most teams can say that they've had.
No, you're very fortunate that to have those guys in your program. Well, your next stop was up at Northville,
Yeah,
and you played Detroit Catholic Central, right?
correct, correct.
Now that game had
And
a, let's say, fantastic finish again.
very memorable shot for forever. It's going to be engraved in our heads. And that game again, the resilience. I mean, we kept it close. It was a tight battle throughout. We kept it within reach, but to have a team hit a potential game-winning shot with 7 seconds left, you know, only a resilient group would be able to respond. And that's what we tell our team to do. That's what we ask our players to do. We don't want to sit there and react in the moment. We want to make sure that we respond, next possession. So, the presence of mind for Mac to understand the game situation, get the ball out quickly and um, get a good look, a good shot off, is a testament for, you know, the type of player he is, the type of preparation the entire team has going into games, and just knowing that we're always having a chance to win a game until that final buzzer sounds.
I mean, your team always, it seems like, has these close games. Even with the Wayne Memorial regional title, was only 3 point win.
Yeah, it was a 3 point win. We dug ourselves in a pretty big hole. Early in the second quarter, we were down 11 points, and Mac picked up his second foul. So again, our team didn't flinch. Our team didn't overreact. It seems like the more adversity we face, the closer and tighter we get, the more locked in and focused we get. As a coach, it's not the ideal situation where you're making things harder than they need to be. I wish we would have had that urgency to start the game. I wish that we didn't have these games um, end up closer than they did. But we're it's hard to win. It's hard to win in March. The teams that we're playing are well coached teams. They got great players too. So you embrace those challenges. You take on those challenges. You put your best effort, your best foot forward, and you live with the results, knowing that you did everything you can to pull it out. So the one thing about this group is that they were together, and I think whenever you are in those tight games, as long as you got a group that trusts each other and they trust the game plan, they trust themselves, um, you can overcome those tight games and come out victorious. They become possession of possession battles in March, and every possession is crucial. At the end of the day, those last 3 4 minutes in those tight games are the ones that separate winning from losing.
Well, for a second year coach, to make it to the Breslin, that's special. But you're a part of this program. You've grown up through this program. This isn't your first trip to the Breslin. What were your
Correct.
message to your team when you reached that stage?
Just live in the moment, live in the present. Um, you're so close to achieving your biggest goal, which is to win the state championship and making history, that you want to capitalize, right? You're within grasp of those goals, but also to enjoy it and have fun. I think part of the reason why our team never flinched was because we were also loose. We were hungry and determined to win, but we weren't tight throughout the postseason. Um, when you can rely on your preparation, you can rely on your training, it's a lot easier to fall back and rely on those things than for miracles to happen. And we definitely had luck on our side this year. But my definition of luck that I tell our players is, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. It doesn't just happen by chance.
Well, that's a great saying and something to hold on to for the entire life of your players. And I harp back on this run because, like you said, it's special. It doesn't happen every year, but it's something that all of your players can lean back onto, that if they're ever in a situation where they may not feel that they can come through, they can lean back on this team and know
Absolutely.
that anything's possible.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the lifelong memories and relationships that you built, we get former players coming back every year. But I think when you make that trip to like the Final Four and have a memorable season like that, it stretches a lot further. These guys are going to be at each other's weddings. They'll do something every 4 or 5 years where we're all together. But this group is a group that I see being together for the rest of their lives. Those memories, some that they can hold on to and cherish forever.
Coach, I think that would be the best way to finish this interview. Thank you.
I appreciate you very much. Thanks for this opportunity. Thanks for reaching out to me, and appreciate all the work you do.
Likewise. I mean, we're Riverettes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do
All
have a
right,
question
well,
for you. I do have a
yes.
question for you. The nickname, the mayor, where'd that come from?
Man, I don't know.
Okay, okay,
I was
okay.
like,
I thought there might have
I'm
been
a
a position, and
quarterback.
okay, okay, okay. Yep, that explains it. That
Yeah,
explains it.
I think it was my
Good
man
job.
Nick.
Okay, okay.
I was like, man, you hit
Well,
me with the mayor?
I like it. I like that. I like it. It's
I do
fitting.
too, man.
Definitely
And
fitting.
because, that's what this show is going to be about. This is going to be just like state champs. We're going to do
Yep.
player top 10 every week. I
Oh,
was
awesome.
out shooting video in the rain last night. Today we'll be out shooting more video we'll be over at Huron for the water polo,
Okay.
Skyline water polo. I mean, we're going to
Okay.
try to
Awesome.
touch on all the sports that we don't do on CTN Sports.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I applaud everything that you're doing, man.
Hey, one question to you. If you have any stories out there, if something pops up and you think it'll fit on the show, holler at me.
Absolutely. So when you go to the water polo event tonight, that's for Huron High School water polo?
Yes.
We have to do a segment. He's one of our players. His name is Graham Baker.
Okay.
He his thesis letter to get into the university was titled "The Huron Way," and I shared it with our team. And pretty much what
Nice.
it is everything that he's learned from Huron, he took with them and applied it to water polo, from the workouts to the values to the extra work to the leadership, everything that we embody, he implemented for his water polo team, and he's an all-state water polo um, player,
Nice.
uh, and they went to the um, I think they went all the way to the state championship, um,
Okay.
state championship or quarterfinal. Anyway, stand-up guy. He was our leader this year. We had five captains that the players voted on, but he was the one guy that the only guy that I would allow to go to half court when they called captains because he was a full-time leader.
Yeah.
The other ones, they had good leadership qualities. They were captains in their own right, but nobody consistently brought the energy that he brought, the leadership that he brought. He kept our locker room intact. He has awesome parents, great family, 4.0 student. Just, I can go on and on about, but there's definitely should be a segment on him. And it should start with his
His thesis.
letter that he wrote. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yep.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And I'm going to look him up.
Yep, his name is Graham Baker. You should be able to see him tonight. Yeah, he was their captain on water polo. He was our stone cold leader, and the kid is just full of it.
Yeah.
I know for a fact this guy is going to be successful in life. Um, everything that, usually, and he did. He told me about the impact that I've had on his life and the coaching staff and the players and our culture. But very few times do you get a player that impacts you as much as you impacted him.
Hmm.
And I feel like he's definitely made me a better coach, a better person, and just overall the assurance that you get knowing that we are doing things the right way. And here's a great example of somebody that embodies everything we do. And that's no, I made him an example all season long, and the players understand why, just how different he is and how he approaches things. Um, and that's something that I'll continue to do forever. But yeah, just a very, very special kid.
Thank you for that, Mo.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care,
All right,
Kevin.
man. Once I finish up, I'll send you over a link of the show as well as this interview, okay?
Cool. Sounds good. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, man. Have a great